feel like shit every single day. You feel like nothing can make you happy. Nothing's gonna satisfy you. So you have two choices to make. Either scroll away and just stay there, or you're gonna stay here and listen to what I have to say. The good news is that you can change this. It's gonna take time and it's gonna be a huge long process, but you can change this. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to save this video and then report back to me in 2 weeks on what I'm about to tell you works or not. Full disclaimer, what I'm about to share with you is not gonna just change everything and you're just gonna like not be miserable anymore. That's not what this is about. Rather, I want you to recognize where you're at right in this moment as you save this video versus in 2 weeks of taking intentional action of the things I'm gonna tell you and reflecting on if it made a difference or not. Because you are the only one who actually knows like why you're feeling miserable or unhappy, or maybe that is like you think it's an unknown thought, but it actually isn't an unknown thought and you just need to come to terms with it. I'm going to suggest one of 5 things to do for the next 2 weeks, and they each are going to only take 5 minutes. Don't do all of them. Don't do 2 of them. You are going to choose one of these 5 things to do for 5 minutes every single day for the next 2 weeks with the intention of allowing yourself to feel better than you are right now. Number 1 is that I want you to take a 5-minute uninterrupted walk before you go to bed. That means I don't want anybody to be with you. I don't want you to be on the phone listening to that podcast or music. I want you to take a 5-minute walk alone before you go to bed. And number 2 is I want you to write down or put in your notes app 2 things that you are grateful for today. Whether that is that you can see, or you have your smell, or your taste, or that you have food, or that you have a roof over your head, I don't care, but I want you to write down 2 things that you are grateful for today, right now. Number 3 is that I want you to stare at a blank wall for 5 minutes every single day for 2 weeks. Just stare at a blank wall, let whatever thoughts come, but stare at a blank wall in silence for 5 minutes. Number 4 is I want you to time yourself and write in a journal or on your notes app for 5 minutes of whatever feelings or thoughts you are having for that day. Do not need to go over that 5 minutes, but just for 5 minutes, I want you to physically write down or physically type out your feelings and emotions for that day. Number 5, I want you to text someone different every single day for these 2 weeks, telling them why you are grateful that they've been in your life, whether that is a friend, a coworker, a family member, someone you haven't talked to in 10 or 15 years. This can be a text message or a DM, it doesn't matter. I want you to think intentionally of why you are grateful for them being in your life. Remember, only choose one and report back in 2 weeks. See you then.